Yo, welcome back to another video here. Today we are still in the round of 8, and we have a last second change on the track. Originally on the schedule, it was the Charlotte Oval, but at midnight of the day of the race, we are now racing at the Charlotte Roval. Now, this was some mixed reactions. This has happened before for a race. It happened with Nashville earlier in the season, which I did make a video on. But basically, or no, it's actually Indianapolis, sorry, not Nashville. But Indianapolis got updated and put in Soaring's game at like 11 o'clock p.m., so midnight for people on the East Coast. And people were not happy. That was actually the last race we had on Soaring's game because that's when he rage quit the league. But yeah, we had another one of those instances today. Charlotte Roval gets put in at midnight, 1 o'clock for people on the East Coast. Lots of mixed reactions. For me, I'm fine with it because I'm good at road courses, but for people that are not very good, they hated this decision. But with that being said, let's just get right into it. Like, sub, any of that. Don't care too much. Let's get into the second race of the round of 8. Alright, so I qualified on pole, obviously, for the Roval. I said I was really good at road courses. So I qualified on pole. You got Dega behind me, Oda, then green flag's out. I don't know what else to say. Going into turn 1, my biggest fear is someone sending it and I go into the DeWalt wall. Luckily, none of that happens to me. I think it happened in the back a bit. As you see, everyone just condensed into one area back there. But all that happens, I just get away because Dega held some people up on the start. As you see, King's already attacking him. I think he started like P4 or 5. A lot of spots already gained for King. He needs it. He's on that kind of playoff bubble for the cutoff for the next round with Dega and I think Tanuki as well. That's another thing. Tanuki is not here for this race. He misses this race entirely. So he's going to fall behind in the points badly. And with Hank already down on points, it's not a good deal. You see Dega go off course. He has to slow down and let some people by. But yeah, not looking good for the two TNR cars that haven't shown a lot as of last season and this season. Tanuki, a favorite going into the playoffs after the regular season ended. He came off 2 wins towards the end of the season. Here I get a little loose and I'm going to spin out actually. I try saving the car, but the car just says no and keeps spinning out. I'm all the way in the grass. I have to turn it around. And while this happened, King goes around behind me right in front of Dega. So now Hank, who missed last race, didn't have a sub, way behind in the playoff standings, is now leading the race, which is huge. But a caution comes out with another incident, I think, in the same spot. I think Oda and a couple others had something to do with it. Blue, during the race, it said 3 people piled up in the last chicane. So that's what I'm going to assume happened. So getting through here, I'm just trying to hold my place against Dega, which I'm doing well so far. And there, I kind of abused a kind of bug, like tweak in the game here in United. You tap the wall there, and you get your card pointed downwards. It just goes really fast. Here's another one as well. When your car gets loose, it accelerates crazy fast. You will see that play into my hand later in the race. You'll see that be a deciding factor later, as Hank, with just such a huge lead, is going to get there. He actually gets loose, gets into the wall, but still takes first for the restart here. I start behind him. See, Henry in the 48 hasn't shown up since we were at Charlotte last time. I missed that race, obviously. Didn't make a video on it. As you see, King went to the inside right away. 3 wide now as Hank just barely doesn't get into the wall. He gets in the wall there. I kind of close him off. I close him off again into that corner, and through I go, it back into first. But Hank's going to go to the outside. He's going to look for an overtake opportunity, but he goes out wide into the corner. I also kind of went wide, but I didn't force Hank into anything. In the back, right behind us, though, I think Dega forced King off a little bit, but King, as you can see, is already around him. Now me and Hank side by side through the oval, and I'm somehow going to get around him here. And all I'm thinking here, just take the corner normally. I take it normally. I actually hop the curb there pretty bad, but I get the loose glitch bug, and I have a multi-second lead all of a sudden because of it. I kind of wish we'd banned it for the race because it was not fun. As you see, King out of nowhere into second. Hank, I thought would have been into second, but no. King goes into second. Hank's actually right behind him. Is King following through? Hank is pressuring him. I'm still leading this race. I'm just trying to drive away from these guys because I don't want anything to do with them. Hank, I know, is a fast driver. After the first couple of laps, I could tell, especially on this lap, I knew King would become probably the guy I have to beat if I want to win this race. But he spins out, getting onto the oval. He hit the wall, got loose, and when he decided to get on the brakes to get onto the oval, the car spun out on him, which puts him in the back. He's going to have to merge later, which means I have a very comfortable lead. So I get in the wall. So does everybody else behind me, though. So nothing really happens. But now it's the 3 TNR cars, first, second, third, for the moment. So now I just have to kind of run away and make sure they can't catch me. As you see, Hank, I get loose again. Go around fully, save it, and then Hank plows into the back of me. I stay in first. Dega gets to the inside for a sec. I get loose again, then Hank gets loose, still loose, hits the wall, and it's going to come out in first somehow out of that. So now I'm behind in second. I do not have a great corner here. Dega's going to have a run on me, and now I have to defend against Dega as the game freezes for no reason. So now my thought is I have to defend against Dega. Never mind. I'm going to go and try and attack Hank now. Now, I probably could have just let him stay in first. It would have been the most ideal thing here. Work with the teammate. But in my mind, I didn't want to risk at all getting eliminated in the first round. I just want to get through to this next round now at this point. So now, Hank, he gets loose. I'm going to get to the inside. He turns down on me. We're still loose. Somehow, we both save our cars here. He's going to stay out in front for the time being, though, as we head into the final chicane here on the track. We both brake kind of late. He gets loose again into the wall, and he's going to spin around. But this time, he's not going to stay in front of me. He's going to go all the way down to the grass. He's going to cut through the track, and he's going to hit Dega into the DeWalt wall. And I now have a huge lead as they wrecked behind me. King is now the next car in line, and he is 2.5 seconds behind. Probably got caught up in that a little bit. So now I just get to go and do my own thing. Lap 9 here. We're going to skip all the way to lap 12 here, as I have about a 7-second lead. I get loose in that chicane again. I have to save the car, and I just lose time against King, which is not a good thing. As you can see here, the ticker, 7-second lead I had, but that's just going to get cut down more and more as we go to 8 to go here now, as I get loose again, and I spin. I come pretty much to a full stop. You see King over there. He's going to gain a lot of time now. I was able to regain some of that time I had lost earlier, But now I just lost it all back. Even more time is lost now. So now we're going to go to 7 to go here. 6 to go, actually. He's caught up a little bit. He was in frame for a sec. See, Tanuki, he did show up, but it was too late. He could not race. But now, with 6 laps to go, I am looking to just take the win. I'm trying to run away from King like I was originally in this race. I need to be as strong as I was when I had that 7-second lead, when I was just pounding laps through super fast times. But now King is pretty much to my back bumper at this point. Huge send into the corner, very late brakes, if not any. I am able to get through. He does not have a very good start of the oval, turn 1 and 2, but he does eventually catch a little bit going into here. It's the heavy braking zone. I use that bug a little bit. I get in the wall, though. It's not a good thing. I do get some acceleration back out of the corner, but it's not good time for me. I am panicking at this point. I get loose under braking again. Get through here, but you see Blue up ahead. He's going to become a lap car here. So now I got to find a way past him. I'm trying to tell him, get out of the way, stay out of the racing line. He's there. He's trying to pull off to the right, but he gets caught on the curves, and it parks it right on the apex of the corner, slows me down, and now King was side by side with me. So now I have to try and run away again from King. I had already ran away enough that I felt comfortable, but now I have to redo everything I just did because Blue didn't get out of the way. So now I'm trying to get through. Again, I have a much better entry into the oval turn 1 and 2, but King somehow is going to get better run through the corner, probably with the draft, is able to catch up to me. I have a decent corner. That was actually one of my better corners of this race through that chicane. I gain a bit of time here, and now I'm trying to run away again for the 3rd time in a row. I'm trying to run from King as I get lit on the brakes again. Keep going. King gets loose into the wall. He's going to gain a lot of time because of that loose bug, whatever you want to call it, here in United. So now he is right back up a couple car lengths out. Probably only a car length, not even a half, if you want to say. Now he's to the quarter panel of my car with 4 to go. On this lap here, he's on the inside. I put him way down. I be really aggressive. Then he sends it deep into the corner, and it's going to put me off track. So I decided to cut the track because I'm already off. I can rejoin however I want, and I keep the lead from it. A completely legal move, according to Dylan. So I decided to use it to my advantage, but my game freezes, and I just go straight, almost hit the wall, and that's going to give King an extra opportunity to gain, as I have a horrible chicane, and King's just going to gain right back all that time that I had gotten on him immediately back to me, as now he's to the back bumper here. I'm trying to brake really late, comfortably late, but it's too much. I slow down. I'm not even accelerating, but King wrecks. So that's my cue to just get going because I'm not going to hand that position back if he wrecked. So I'm going to just go. I'm not trying to wait for him anymore. 3 laps to go. I'm still trying to run away. It's still not working too much. As through the double right-hander, the double 90s, in the infield now through here. Try not to get loose like I did earlier in the race. He closes up in the corner. I go a little wide, which I didn't want. So now I have to take this corner really tight, but it works out. King, again, very late on the brakes into the entrance of the oval, but I use the wall to my advantage and speed past, use one of the very small bugs in this game to get going. In my braking point, I get through here very well, but I get loose, and now I'm going to get in the wall. back into the wall. I'm gaining time. Now I'm losing time because I don't have the car under control. So now king is going to have a shot coming to 2 laps to go most likely, especially if I mess this up, which luckily I don't. I still did it not great. So I slow down a little bit and it gives king more time to me. Now half a car length, not even, to me, now to the back bumper pretty much. I'm just trying to focus on getting through. I'm just taking my line however I want, maybe a little slower, but he gets to the inside now past me. Is now I have to make a desperation move. I'm going to pull the same move King did on me earlier. He's going to go out wide, but instead of doing what I did, he's going to get on track right away, and it's going to lose him time. I'm going to get to the lead. Is now he's going to tap the wall, try and use that bug to his advantage now, and it will eventually work out here. He did gain a bit of time on me using it, but now I just have to run. I don't see him in my field of view, so I'm just trying to get going, get through nice and comfortably through these corners. I tapped the wall though, so it's going to slow me down a little bit. That was not a good place to tap the wall. So now through the oval, the final oval corners, onto the front stretch, into the last chicane on the front stretch. I get loose through the corner. I mess up a little bit. But King messes up even worse. Spins out, coming to the final lap. So now I have all this real estate, and then I decide to spin out and give King another chance. I have all this time to get past him. He wrecks himself, coming to the white flag, have all this space, and I mess it up. So now King, two car lengths behind me now. As we go into this right-hander, I go really tight into it, very slow in the corner. So now King able to gain some time. We both use all the track limits we possibly can. Is now he taps the wall, gonna give him some speed through ovals 1 and 2. He's at my back bumper going into this corner. I'm thinking he's probably gonna brake late, but who knows? He does. Sends me onto the curb, spins me out, but I'm gonna park it right in front of him because I'm loose. I get the acceleration bug, and I'm going to get out to the lead, and I am going to stay in the lead and be able to get away with the lead. I don't even know how far back. I just have to take the corner as clean as possible, and I will come through to win at the Roval and advance to the round of 6.